I'm Deborah Wu and I'm the VLGA's Inclusion and Diversity Lead. Today we're here at the Hotel Windsor for our International Women's Day morning tea. It's a really exciting time to come together because it's 3 years to the day that we launched the Local Women Leading Change program in 2019. And in 2020 we achieved an amazing result of 43, almost 44% women councillors across the state.
We're here today at the International Women's Day celebration for the Victoria Local Governance Association. What we're here to do is bring to you the results from the surveys that we've been doing, all the great research that you've contributed to. To the VLGA members, we just want to say thank you. This is actually really critical to understanding the barriers for women in local government. And what we're here to do is both feed back some of our results, but also look forward to think about how do we better include women, how do we use this as a watershed moment, how do we get the momentum that we have right now to increase women's representation, and how do we really take our research, what's happening in the news, and all of these insights and translate them into action.
It feels like only a short amount of time we were here a year ago, but a lot has happened in the space. A lot of positive and disruptive things have happened in the space at the federal level, the state level and the local government level. We've seen the Jenkins report be released. We've had attention on gender abuse in the federal parliament. At the state level, there's been an economic inquiry into women's equality and participation. And then at the local level, there's continuing programs to help women increase their participation in politics, as well as the research that we've been doing, which shows that there's a real interest in women wanting to be part of politics. However, having said that, we still have more work that needs to be done, and that's at all spheres of politics.
It's a great time to reflect on what's happening for International Women's Day in the local government sector. Of course, we've just had the Culture Review project, and it all very much relates to gender equality and ensuring that we get appropriate behaviours and also achieve gender parity down the track.
Working with the VLGA is a dream combination. We are on the same page when it comes to wanting to increase female political participation. The VLGA offers support to be able to reach the people that matters, and that is the candidates and the councillors and the mayors, and they offer expert knowledge about what's going on in the sector. Leah and I bring together our research arm to be able to identify what we think are the most pressing problems and to be able to provide some empirical evidence behind those and recommendations of how we can make local government a better space for women.
There's always opportunity for rapid change when there's political motivation, and we've been seeing this happening quite clearly and quite acutely in the news media. This is a moment for women, and how do we embrace this moment? How do we harness it? How do we do it in a way that's conscious and concerted with effort in terms of moving towards goals? This is absolutely a moment. We just have to harness our energy, be strategic, plan, and get out there.
I think the needle's moved. I think we've moved beyond rhetoric and talking about these problems, and I think there's no tolerance now from women if there's inaction on these problems. I think Brittany Higgins and Grace Tame have done a great job of elevating the discussion and making it a public issue at the forefront. I think it's very hard for governments to move back from that now without showing women that they care about these issues and doing more about it. I think the state government in Victoria has been very progressive. It's now got a cabinet with 50% women. It's got its inquiry into the economic equality of women, and it's now starting to do audits through the public service to ensure that they comply with gender equity principles. So the needle has moved. Keeping up that momentum is going to be important, and I think people like Kate Jenkins with her report that's coming out tomorrow, Not Part of the Job, is also part of that, showing that there's no tolerance for sexual harassment in the workplace.
We cannot achieve gender equality if we don't address the unique challenges that women face. What I'm talking about are the caregiving demands that women carry. This is across the life course. We often think of young women who have young kids. This is one critical group, but caregiving touches all of us. It sits across the life course. It's things that we do because we are human. And until we address this unique challenge that women are carrying, this unique burden, men do it too, of course, but women disproportionately carry it. Until we address this and really put in the policy mechanisms, childcare, aged care support, et cetera, to help support women's careers, then I fear that the challenges will exceed capacity. So what I want at this moment in time, 2022, International Women's Day, is I want us to put caregiving on the agenda. I want it to be a central policy mechanism. I want to see a big push around that. And I want the learnings from the pandemic, which is that everyone cares and people want to care, men, women, et cetera, across the life course. I want that to be a central policy platform moving forward.
I think it's really important we do support young people in aspiring to actually see they have a path to eventually achieve leadership and go down those paths and really achieve their goals. And that is what women can do to support each other very much, because we need that support. And as our gender parity does increase, we need to be encouraging more. So some of us get to an older age, as I am, when you suddenly think, well, I'll put my hand up. But we need the younger people now to realise that it is achievable and to start at an earlier age and really make a future.
My ideal outcome for today's event is that the participants at this forum feel empowered, that if they want to enact change, they feel that they can. If they want to put their hand up for local politics, they give it a go and have a run at the next election. That if they want to speak out against some of the gender abuses that we've seen, they feel empowered to do so. I don't think they need much encouragement from me to do that. I think the momentum is already there, and I think it's going to be a really rewarding day today, listening to other people's experiences and how we're going to move forward to bring about change so that we do have gender parity in politics.